You know that feeling you get when you take that first sip of coffee in the morning? Yeah, me too. But what about that feeling you get when you toss the spent grounds in the trash? You know what I'm talking about? That small pang of guilt? Well, fret no more, my friend. I'm here to tell you that those leftover grounds are a veritable goldmine of usefulness. Get ready to look at your morning cup of joe in a whole new light. Let's kick things off with a little pampering, shall we? We're going to transform your bathroom into a spa, and your leftover coffee grounds are the star of the show. Now, I know what you're thinking. Coffee on my face? Hear me out, because this isn't your average cup of joe. See, coffee grounds have this incredible texture. They're coarse, but not too coarse. Think of them as nature's little exfoliating warriors, ready to wage war on dead skin cells and leave you with a complexion that glows. Those grounds are packed with antioxidants, those little molecular superheroes that fight off free radicals. And the caffeine in your coffee? It's not just for waking you up in the morning. When applied topically, caffeine can actually reduce puffiness, especially around the eyes. So if you're prone to those dreaded under-eye bags, a coffee ground scrub might be your new secret weapon. Now, let's talk about how to whip up this magical concoction. It's so simple. You'll wonder why you haven't done it before. Grab half a cup of your used coffee grounds. Make sure they're cooled down, of course. We don't want any accidental brewing happening on your face. Next, add a tablespoon of coconut oil. Coconut oil is a natural moisturizer, and it will leave your skin feeling soft and supple. Plus, it smells amazing. Finally, stir in a teaspoon of honey. Honey is a natural humectant, which means it attracts and retains moisture. Mix all of these ingredients together until you have a nice thick paste. Now gently massage this scrub onto your skin in circular motions. Rinse the scrub off with warm water, pat your skin dry, and marvel at your newfound radiance. You can use this scrub once or twice a week for best results. For a targeted under-eye treatment, simply mix a teaspoon of coffee grounds with a teaspoon of honey. Apply this mixture to your under-eye area and leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes before rinsing off with warm water. All right, now that we've pampered ourselves, let's head to the heart of the home, the kitchen. This is where those leftover coffee grounds really shine, and not just because they resemble rich dark soil. We're talking about their incredible odor-absorbing abilities. Have you ever noticed how coffee has this potent aroma that seems to permeate everything? Well, that's because coffee grounds are like little odor magnets, drawing in and neutralizing unwanted smells. You see, coffee grounds contain nitrogen. Now, nitrogen, in this case, is like a molecular bouncer, intercepting and neutralizing those pesky odor molecules floating around in the air. Think of it as a natural air freshener without all those synthetic chemicals and artificial fragrances. So, how do we harness this odor-eating power? It's simple. Find yourself a small, open container. You can use a bowl, a saucer, or even a repurposed jar. Just make sure it's something you don't mind having out in the open, because we're going to strategically place this coffee ground deodorizer in those odor-prone areas. The refrigerator is an obvious choice. You know how sometimes your fridge develops a bit of a funky smell, even after you've cleaned it? That's because different food items release different gases, and those gases can linger, creating an unpleasant aroma. But fear not, coffee grounds to the rescue. Just place that container of grounds in the back of your fridge and let them work their magic. Another spot where odors like to congregate is the garbage can. Simply sprinkle a layer of dry coffee grounds at the bottom of your garbage can under the bag. The grounds will absorb odors as they develop, keeping your kitchen smelling fresh and clean. They can also be used to neutralize odors in your sink drain. Simply pour a handful of grounds down the drain, followed by a cup of boiling water. And if you have pets, sprinkle a bit of coffee grounds around their food and litter boxes. Again, make sure it's out of reach of your furry friends, and let the grounds work their magic. Now, let's step outside and into the garden, where those coffee grounds can work wonders for your plants. You see, coffee grounds are like a superfood for your garden, packed with nutrients that can help your plants thrive. And it all comes down to one key ingredient: nitrogen. Nitrogen is a crucial nutrient for plant growth, and coffee grounds are a fantastic source of it. They act as a natural fertilizer, providing your plants with the nourishment they need to grow big and strong. But the benefits of coffee grounds in the garden don't stop there. They absorb and retain moisture, which is especially beneficial in hot, dry climates or during those scorching summer months when your plants need all the help they can get to stay hydrated. After you've brewed your morning cup, or cups of coffee, let the grounds cool completely. Then, simply sprinkle them around the base of your plants. You don't want to pile them up too high. Just a light dusting will do. Acid-loving plants like roses, blueberries, and azaleas will especially appreciate a coffee ground boost. The grounds will help to lower the pH of the soil, creating the slightly acidic environment these plants thrive in. They improve soil structure, making it looser and airier, which allows for better root development. They also attract earthworms, those beneficial creatures that help to aerate the soil and break down organic matter. And here's a bonus tip. Don't throw away your coffee filters. You can tear them up and add them to your compost pile along with your coffee grounds. We've talked about how coffee grounds can pamper your skin, deodorize your home, and nourish your garden. But did you know that they can also help to keep those pesky pests at bay? That's right, coffee grounds are a natural pest repellent, and they're especially effective against those little critters that like to munch on your plants. Now, I'm not suggesting that coffee grounds are a magical force field that will instantly vaporize any insect that dares to cross their path. But they do create an environment that many common garden pests find rather unpleasant. And the best part is, they do it without the use of harsh chemicals that can harm beneficial insects, pets, or the environment. So, how do coffee grounds repel pests? Well, it all comes down to their strong aroma and their abrasive texture. Many insects rely on their sense of smell to navigate and locate food. And while we humans might find the aroma of coffee grounds to be rather inviting, many insects find it to be quite repulsive. The abrasive texture of coffee grounds also plays a role in deterring pests. Soft-bodied insects like slugs and snails find it difficult to crawl over the rough surface of coffee grounds. So, how do you deploy this natural pest repellent in your garden? It's simple. After you've brewed your morning coffee, let the grounds cool completely. Then, sprinkle a barrier of grounds around the plants you want to protect. Coffee grounds are particularly effective at deterring ants, slugs, snails, and even cats. Just remember to reapply the grounds after it rains, as they will lose their potency once they get wet. Well, there you have it. 5 surprising uses for something you probably thought was destined for the trash. We've explored the world of coffee grounds, from their skin-smoothing properties to their pest-repelling powers. And we've learned that this humble kitchen staple is a veritable powerhouse of usefulness, just waiting to be unlocked. But our journey doesn't end here. Try out these coffee ground hacks for yourself. See what works best for you and your home. And most importantly, share your discoveries with others. Spread the word about the amazing versatility of coffee grounds. So, there you have it, folks. 5 surprising uses for leftover coffee grounds. Who knew something so simple could be so versatile? It's like the Swiss Army knife of kitchen waste. So go forth, experiment, and discover the magic of coffee grounds for yourself. And remember, the next time you brew a pot of coffee, don't toss those grounds in the trash. They're far too valuable for that.